1-quart acoustic kits that we're going to be having very soon next week. They're going to be available on the website. So this right here is going to be a nice little kit for customers who want to design their own acoustic screens. Maybe they might not know how to go out and get the materials for the acoustic surface. It does have to be a certain surface that you have to coat this on. It works better with front and rear screens. Now keep in mind to cut down on the amount of coats you're going to have to put on in order to darken the screen, because like I said, this is invisible technology. We suggest that you paint the black side of the screen. It activates a lot faster and less paint. All right, so this is going to come with a 1-quart, 32 ounces of our final black Phantom Invisible 21. This is going to allow you to be able to apply this application to the surface. So 1-coat application. We're going to do a couple more paint on demonstrations. I got another one here. I'm going to be building another screen width to set up over here. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit bigger on this screen right here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go a little bigger because right now the way that the system that we designed over here actually accommodates motorized projection screens. But I noticed I can also too hook up much bigger screens attached to it, fixed frame screens, whatever we want, because we have that rail system right there. We split it to the wall. So this right here is at 99 inches. I'm probably going to do 120 inch, but no, I can't do 120. 120 is not included with the kit. All right, so 100 is going to be included with the kit. So this will allow us to be able to give you a surface for free, 100 inches, 16.9. And then we're going to build another one, do another spray on demonstration, build another one from the ground up, spray on demonstration. That's going to be a tutorial video. This one with a lot of talking involved. I did a lot of talking. This one we're going to keep it short and sweet. It's going to be pre-recorded, so we have no disruption from Wi-Fi or nothing like that. We're going to do a tutorial video, show you how to build one from the ground up. Very easy to do. The LED lights on, the whole 9 yards. And we'll hang it up, set it up over here, do the demonstration. So if I think I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger, I should do a 235.1. Yeah, I should. I don't have a 235.1 acoustic screen. Man, that'd be a whole other topic on its own right there. Shoot. Let me see. I want to do, well, I'll just build one along the way. We'll build another, we'll build 3 of them. I want to build a 235.1 too, but you know, we'll put that in there too. Anyway, so as I said before, like I said, very easy to set up. I built this one from the ground up, and we were thinking about how we would go about adding free blackout cloth. First, I had to contact the company just to make sure they have enough of them, because I do not want to run into a situation where we're going to offer something and we don't have it. I don't like going down that road. I like to be able to give what I promised from the door. So they do have plenty of them. I did order $1,000 worth last night, just in case it's a backup. Like I said, because this whole variant thing, I'm buying things in bulks now. So we got 1,000 of those blackout cloths coming in. And this is not a pre-coated. This is the one you can coat yourself. It's very easy to do. Wagner, you get a Wagner 250. They're about $60, very cheap paint sprayer. Takes about a couple minutes, spraying and done. You can design your own acoustic screen. So we're going to be testing this against, showing the difference between this and other acoustic screens, as in Elite Screens, a Pro Acoustic 1080p3, and Vivistorm has one. Carl has one. We got to order one from Carl today. I got to go to the website and order a sample sheet for them. And any other acoustic products we can get our hands on, that's what we're going to be doing against the screen to show you that this is the more advanced technology as we speak. All right, so this demonstration is done in 720p. Right now I'm processing orders upstairs. We're taking the last of our orders in today. This will be available next week. This will be available. So it'll be 1 quart, enough for you to do the screen size, and the free surface. Where is the free surface anyway? Here it is. Now, if you choose that you want something a little bigger, like 120 inches, they do make this in 150 inch. I just ordered one for myself because I told you that I'm getting a levitating screen. My screen's going to be built, hopefully. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, you. It's my cat sneaking downstairs, trying to sneak downstairs. Staircase is like right there, like I can't see you. No, not job. Anyway, I already started construction of mine. I already ordered all my parts, pieces, everything. My screen will be up and going probably around, let's see, well, driver will be, all I'm missing is wood. All my stuff will be here on Saturday. All my hardware parts, we're gonna build that right there. LED lights, the whole 9 yards. I'm just missing the lumber. So Saturday, we go down and we go pick up my lumber from there. So my screen will be done. That 126-inch will be down here for demonstration. Oh, that's going to be an interesting transport because keep in mind, that screen's pretty big. It's not coming down these stairs. I literally have to take this screen through my door, walk it down the side of my house, and bring it through the back end. Thank goodness there's a freaking back door to this house. I swear, thank goodness. Because I got to bring it in that way. We're going to use that screen outside for demonstrations. You can't keep it outside because I'm thinking about the conditions of it. Let's get back to this real quick so we don't go off topic. All right, so we're gonna build a couple of these pre-recorded because I need that for a demonstration video. We're gonna start with the frame, everything from stapling everything down, and then spraying it. That's it. That fast, that quick, that easy. So this is the surface right here you're going to get. All right. Like I say, you can purchase the surface yourself if you want to, or you can basically take it for free. Now, if you want a bigger size, like say you want to do a size of 120-inch or 130, 150, they do make this size, where I got this from, for $48 for 150 inches. All right. So that they do make it for that size. I had to order the 150-inch because my screen upstairs is going to be 132. It's going to be quite big. It's 126. I figured since I'm customizing it, I can get it the way I want it. I can build get a couple more inches in there into my screen. So I'm going to go at 130 for 132 for my screen. I'm going to expand my screen. So you can get it in a bigger size. This is the side you want to coat. This is the side you don't want to coat because this is going to, you can turn this black just like this. It's just going to take more paint to do it. You're only going to have one quart. So this is the side you want to coat right here. This is going to activate it. Now, as we do in the demonstrations, the Phantom technology, as when I show you, we take the paint and we roll that across the screen and we take black paint and we paint all into the screen. And you see where that technology pulls that higher white level? The formula reacts the exact same way. Spray that stuff on it, it reacts the same way. That's why we can take black cloth and black vinyl, throw it against black phantoms all day long, and they still produce the highest white level. Same technology. So yes, there will be a difference when you coat this side right here. All right. So this right here, as you can see how you can see right through it, these are made to be front and rear. See, I can see right through it. Anytime you can see through the material, this is how you know sound can travel through it. If light can transfer through it, sound can travel through it. Now, if you got a piece that's black, like I got screens over there that are black from the back, you can't see jack going through, that's not going to work at all, period. If you want to do something like any other materials, speaker mesh. Now over here, this right here is speaker mesh that I purchased over at Parts Express. See, I can see right through it. There you go. Now this is speaker mesh right here. Then you have micro mesh. Micro mesh, if you're doing a projection screen setting something bigger than 150-inch, instead of going over to Carl's and spending a good $200-300 for a 180-inch screen, you go over to Tarp Express, you go to Amazon, you go to Lowe's, Amazon before I go to any one of other places like Lowe's. They might not have it. You need a micro mesh. Now, micro mesh, the more finer the holes are, the better the image is going to pull up. That's what's going to happen. Bigger holes are going to be, well, you're going to have projector's going to have to be a little bit farther back. You're going to have to expand it to make up for those little big holes in the screen, but you can still pick up on it. Regular mesh, we done one out of regular mesh, came out perfectly. As a matter of fact, I got to bring this downstairs. We got to do some more demonstrations on that. We did one with regular mesh. I have one I ordered. It's micro mesh. Now, if you do micro mesh, there's two different ways you can go with micro mesh if you're going to do a big project. You can go with the micro mesh that blocks the UV and one that doesn't. The one that blocks the UV allows less light to push through, less whatever, you don't worry about heat because it's not going to be over top of you, but less light to push through. I have one upstairs that's for my awning upstairs that I use in the summertime. That one blocks 95% UVs. I can sit in there and it'll be cool in that one section the entire time. Any place else will be heating up on my deck. So there's several ways you can go about it. Now, if you buy the micro mesh tarp, hey, you can go as big as you want. Those things come by 30 feet by 30 feet. So you can build a pretty good sized screen. That's what we're going to be doing outside. We're going to do a wrap around for my deck. It'll give me privacy and also to give me a projection screen at the end of the day. So I might just do my gate. No, I don't want to do my gates. I like to see the golfers play. But anyway, I'm gonna do one section on my gate. That's pretty much it. Because that'd be nice to just come out there and just drop a projector and go boom, and watch a movie. Anyway, yeah, so these are the different ways you can go about it. But until then, this is what we're giving you. Very easy, already cut, stretchable. I've already built the screen with it. It works fantastic with the product. Let's show you, this is the actual product right here. As soon as I find the remote control in my pocket, here we go, right here. Now I have my sound bar is connected right behind there. This is where all the wires are coming at. So my sound bar is sitting behind it right now. Let's get over here into the music. So I have the subs disconnected so you can hear the sound strictly coming from the sound bar. You can see how clear it sounds. What I love about acoustics, that sound coming right through the screen, that's what I like. I do not like clutter, like clean sound just coming right through the screen. You know how amazing that is in movies? That's why I can't wait to get mine built. Mine's going to be a levitating screen. It's going to be floating off the ground, and the sound's going to transfer right through it. That's why I can't wait to get mine done. I'll show you how to make the levitating screen when I get done building mine. I already ordered, you got to have a certain kind of fishing line. You want to go with like a heavy kind of fishing line, the same kind of fishing line they use for basically for snaring swordfish and stuff like that. Because at least at the end of the day, you know, if you make your frame, you can't make your frame too heavy. You do want to make sure that your speakers are not actually in the, if you're doing where it's levitating. Now, this is not levitating, this is connected to the wall. The frame, I'm trying to think for words here. The sound bar is actually connected inside of the frame, all right? So that adds a little more weight. But if you're doing something that's levitating, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your speakers are mounted to the wall and not the actual frame itself. Like upstairs, the 148-inch we have upstairs, the acoustic screen, speakers are not attached inside the frame. They're actually connected to the wall. That's less weight. That's a very big screen, but it's less weight. But it's not a levitating screen. I have that hooked up a certain way. I'll show you different ways on how you can hang your screens that are really cheap and that can cost you a lot of money at the end of the day. But this one right here, the speakers are actually inside. So the one I'm going to be building for myself, they're going to be connected to the window where the window sill, where I'm going to put a little stand over, I got to put back their bracket system. All the speakers are going to be connected there. Now, for the window, what I'm doing in that section, I already have a form of blackout cloth that absorbs light. Now, the light is not for the window light, it's for my neon lights. My neon lights, when they push off, I don't want the outside of my house looking like a disco. So you can't see nothing. Those curtains I got absorb all that light. But the problem with the black curtains is the fact that I'm not getting enough of the blue light to reflect outward. Blue light actually reflects better if it's reflecting off a white surface. Anything reflects better off a white surface. So I have to go in, take the entire frame off. I'm going to bring that downstairs. When we do the background, we're going to soundproof certain areas so my sound from my speakers are not pushing out the window. That's going to have to be done. And I want to cover that entire area in white. So I'm going to have to put white material over top, everything that's on top of there, so I can get the light that reflected from the side and the bottom that gives the illusion that it's floating. Now, the cables we're going to be using, we're going to be using a form of fishing cable, heavy fishing cable, the ones they use for snaring swordfish and larger fish, but it's going to be crystal clear. It's going to allow light to pass through it to make it look like it's invisible. And as for the attachments, the hooks, I got these little hooks that are attached to the ceiling. They're really small. They're very sturdy. And I'm going to go down, chip a piece of the ceiling has a weird color. It's not white. It's something else. It's an off-white. So I got to take chip a piece off of that, take it down to Home Depot or Lowe's, have them analyze it and make me a couple quarts of it so I can cover over those metal parts so they can blend into the ceiling. And then at the end of the day, we'll have a hovering screen. Now, the beautiful thing I like about how the setup's going to be is because my radiator is right there, and this is going to give me about that far off my radiator, because I need to have like a floating effect. I got to repaint the entire radiator bone white. Everything has to be bone white in that section to reflect more light. But you'll see. I'll show you when I'm done. But I can't wait. I've never built an acoustic fluting screen yet, so this will be my first one. All right, so get a couple more on here real quick. Yeah, because then I got customers contact me, say I don't know where to get service one or what to buy. And I thought, okay, if we get a good deal with these people, we get them by bulk. Because when we buy by bulk, we get them we get a discount. We can basically buy a bulk of them, get a good discount, put it into the package, and then that way, at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about what kind of surface to paint it onto, because some people may make the mistake and paint it on something that's not acoustic and mess their screen up and get that woo, 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 muffle sound. You don't want that. You want it to sound clean. So to cut down on that, the guesswork, we add in the cloth. That's the whole thing I was trying to explain to you about how you have to make things easy. You don't want to make things too complicated at the end of the day. You want to make things easy. You want something you can open it up, spray, be done with it, hook it up, enjoy the work, and just pop some popcorn and relax for the rest of the day. We're going to do a couple of spray-on applications. We're going to do a few of these. We're going to do a 235.1, and we're going to do another one just like this one. But we're going to do it pre-recorded, and we're going to do it. And I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'm just going to get the job done because it has to be done on a professional level. No talking and that stuff. And as you see, the technology and a well-lit environment looks absolutely amazing. It's not washing out, not fading. This is where my projector sits back. We're in 720p right now. What else in here? What to do? Oh, here's a good one. Sound and acoustics. I think the sound comes through. So my soundbar is right about there. My screen is 100. Actually, my screen's about 99. Exactly 99. 99 inches, 16.9. And as you can see, well-lit environment, no washout, no fade out, no discoloration, no tanness to the screen. Crystal clear. Contrast levels are pulling up with no problem. I cannot wait to get mine finished, boy. Have you got acoustic screen? I do have acoustic. I have 148 and I got 150 inch upstairs. It's going to be levitated. It's going to be floating. So I put some information at the bottom about the acoustic surface, the height of it, the width of it. Now, you want to know how you use these outside? All right, so the acoustic screens can't have light pass into the back of the screen. If you were to watch any demonstration on any acoustic screens out there in the market, these things are always laying flat against the wall. Well, you make yourself an acoustic box. An acoustic box means you can have your screen outside. Now, how that's done is, you know how a speaker is made? Just like that. Under the grill is an actual screen. Your speakers are inside. So if I were to build me a screen, let's see, outside for the deck, which I'm doing this summer. I'm doing about 100, and my screen size is about 135, so I want the same 135 I had out there. I don't want to go any smaller. When I build my screen, what I'll do is basically, instead of having the wood laying flat, I have it laying like this way, like a sandbox, how you would build a sandbox. Now, the wider you would have it, the bigger the speakers. I wanted to go 4 inches, but they didn't have 4 inches. They only had 2. So I had to double up on that right here to drop the speakers in and put some L brackets behind it so it would sit nicely in there. What we do is we do a 4-inch, which I should be able to get by next summer if I buy it ahead of time. By 4, if I put them in there, make sure they're treated. Too, on top of that, you don't want your screen warping while it's out there. So I get 4 and I build it like a sandbox. Now the back of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the back of it. I'm going to put 4x8, get a couple 4x8, saw them cutting, and make a back part of it. Like I'm actually building an actual speaker box. You don't have to worry about that. You're going to do a really serious custom job. We're going to do wiring and soldering and transistors and all that good stuff back there. Then you're probably going to put some foam insulation and all that stuff. But if you're just strictly just throwing some speakers back there, you're not going to need all that. You're putting a back on the back of it. That's basically going to give you better sound, number one. And number two, it's going to stop light from transferring to the back of your screen. See? It's like you built a wall in the back of your screen. So you box everything in. In front of it, it's going to be acoustic. Your material, you coat that. It's like having a giant speaker. That's pretty much how I'm doing it. Now, how would I get access to my speakers if I need to, if I got a back there? Well, how I'm designing mine is I'm putting hinges on the top of the box. So when I want to get to my speakers are going to be mounted inside the frame. All I have to do is just take my screen and whoop, there you go, lift it up, get access to all my stuff in there and bring it right back down, lock it back in place. That's it. That's how I'm designing mine. So it's kind of like a box with a huge lid on the front of it, and the lid that comes down is your actual screen. That will allow you to lift it up. I don't know how you would attach mine. I got a way I'm going to have mine attached to the back where I can have it sitting up there. And that way, if I want to change out my speakers, if I want to add a new sound bar, whatever I want to switch around in there, or do your own work and you design your own speaker system from the door, you can go and do all your soldering, whatever, and then bring it right back down and lock it back in place. That's it. Voila. And that way light cannot transfer to the back of your screen to fade it out. Now these things can take a ton of light going to the front of it. It's the back of it light can't transfer through because of the wash out the screen. And there you go. Voila. The only screens we have that can take light, a surface that can take light going back and forth with no problem is plexiglass. Now if you coat this up on plexiglass, then that sun killer activates much, much better, and you can have light transferring right through the screen back and forth, and it'll still remain the same. All right. I want to shut it off real quick. Just want to tell you how I'm building mine. Because, yeah, the 135 will be going. I haven't had time for the person. Are you supposed to give that to a customer? You have any idea how busy my freaking schedule is? I'm up before most people are still in bed. I'm up. It was up 2 o'clock today. I'm up at 4 o'clock. You see my screen popping up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning? That's me literally getting up in the morning. So by the time I get up in the morning, between all the test demonstrations, videos, customers, orders, people that are calling in, new stuff that I'm testing out, contracts I'm talking through, and all the other stuff I go through at the end of the day, including my private life, that's how busy my time is. So by the time I'm sitting there on camera, I'm like, man, it's 12 o'clock, and I'm just now having breakfast at 12 o'clock. So yeah, well, I don't have time to get the screen out because I haven't decided what I want to put out there to begin with. And once I remove that screen, part of my privacy disappears because my neighbors literally can see now into my balcony, which I don't want. So that's why it's staying there until I can figure out what I wanted. I was going to do motorized, but then it would just been so much money for me to spend. The motorized screen would have cost me a couple $1,000s, and I wasn't going to spend $1,000, especially if it was weatherproof. It would have cost me about $4 or $5 grand. So I'm like, nah, that's not going to work. I'm not spending $4,000 for a screen, especially if this is a house I'm potentially planning to buy and rent, and I'm planning to get another house. What's the point? You know what I mean? So I'm not doing that. So I was thinking about we can't put another fixed frame screen out there because for some reason my cat likes that particular area. and he gets stuck out there, and I got to take apart the entire screen and lift. This is why all this started, because I have to lift the entire screen up to get him out of there, because his dumb behind keeps going back in the same spot over and over again, knowing he's going to get stuck there. So I thought I'd get a motorized and go, doop, flip it on, go up, and it's good. Yeah, the motorized is just going to cost me too much money for what I needed. So just by building the acoustic screen, I'm just going to build that whole section out in there, block everything off. So yes, no access to the area whatsoever. And that'll be the end of that. Because my cat's a little crazy. When I first got my cat, he literally, my balcony is 11 feet high. He went out on the balcony, climbed right on the top, and he jumped. He did it twice. Now, I guess common sense kicks in. He won't do it anymore. Like he cashed in too many lives. But yeah. That's why, and I just haven't had time, because I want it off my deck. To tell you, at the end of the day, I need it off my deck to build the new screen. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do on this side. Now this side on the other end, I got two setups. I want to slice my deck in half. I want to put one side for entertaining, with the movie side, I want like a house, you know what I mean, outside. The other half, I want it for like a gaming room on the other side, because I'm gonna do gaming on that side. So that's why that stand set up there, that stand will allow me to set up multiple screens. But I can change over from 235.1, because I want to do some racing gaming out there at 235.1 on my mini PC that I'm building this year. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm also going to be doing an outside driving simulator with a deck, a nice old deck. I can walk up on with neon lights, and I can do some driving outside on a simulator. Tell me that would not be cool. A driving simulator outside? Oh, that'd be sick. So yeah, I've got a few things this summer I'm working on. All right, let's get back to this real quick. Football highlights.
Getting that from YouTube.
Tonight, I'll be eating a petite filet with goat cheese fritters. Thanks. Captain Fear, what are you so afraid of? Spiders? Public speaking? Commitment?
Okay. Hey, that name Cat.
He's a different player than he was in the first half of the year.
Started out with a run, coming to the near side. It's Gibson, big hole, first down and more. And a good start for Antonio Gibson, who comes off a career week in the win over Seattle because of a head injury. That is a big loss. He's a terrific receiver out of the backfield. So Gibson on the fit. Heineke rolling out. And lets it fly. He's got a man wide open. It's a backup tight end, Bates. And what a play, what a start. Blitz is coming. Heineke back foot throw. McLaurin in stride for the first down.
This is going to change the way I watch sports. I mean, like I said, I know I got the big screen in there in the room, but I just never use that screen. I really don't use it. But my main screen, that's the one I use the most. I don't know why. That particular section in there is comfortable for me. I don't know what it is, but through all the screens I got throughout the entire house, that's the one where I'm mainly at the most. I'm just like that little section in there. I don't know what it is about that section, but I just like it. So that's why I can't wait to get the screen set up in that right over there. All right, let's do something clear. It's the Iron Man, Man at War fight scene. I don't know if
Getting that from YouTube.
If I butchered that or not, people, I'm not sure. Probably did butcher the daylights out of it. I haven't watched any freaking Marvel or anything ever since Stan Lee passed away. I just haven't. Endgame was the last thing I think I watched. That was the end of it. Last time I'll watch anything else. What's the point? All the new stuff they got ain't the same. I don't feel like it's the same anymore. They don't.
Well, here I am. Bruce, please. I was wrong. You have to listen to me. Lex wants to...
Batman Bane fight scene.
Getting that from YouTube.
Not as serious as yours, I fear.
Hey,
Let's not stand on ceremony here. Mr. Wayne. He's exhausted his strength. Victory has defeated you.
Transformers, shooting scenes.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's see. Try to get something a little different from what we've been playing. I can hear you, buddy. I definitely can hear you. Sneaky.
And offering you the opportunity to become a Kingsman agent, like a spy of sorts.
Oh, I watch those.
Before time began, there was the cube. We know not where it comes from, only that it holds the power to create worlds and fill them with life. That is how our race was
We got to
born.
get to the good part because I don't feel like getting hit with anything at the end of the day. So let's get to some action. That's how clean the sound comes through. So people are more worried about the formula we developed basically not reacting correctly when we put it onto a surface that sound can't transfer through it. Oh, this is a different formula. It's designed to transfer sound. It's beautiful. I can't wait. That's what I can't wait to get mine finished. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to finish my screen. See, like I said, the technology we're working on, you got a formula that can transfer sound, it can turn any surface into, well, actually, it has to be front and rear. Keep in mind, light has to transfer through it. Turn that into an acoustic screen that has black technology. That screen produces amazing contrast levels, which is something that's required in movies. Produces very high white levels. Colors are fantastic. Yeah, these are going to allow you to design a beast of a acoustic screen that'll put everything else to shame. And it's going to cost pretty much next to nothing for our customers. We're charging around $200, I think it's $67. Yeah, for the 100-inch sheet, which is going to come free, a surface, and then the formula. All the other screens that they have on the market for 100-inch, you're talking about the cheapest one they got out there, maybe about $300, and that's going to be white. And the rest of them are in between $800 to $1,600. All right, people, I got to get out of here because, man, I watch too much this, man. I'll be hyped to the roof. I can't wait to get mine done now. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. I have to go. I could have swore I just saw my cat sitting there for a few minutes ago. He was looking at me like, what? What? All right, I got to go. Thank you all, and God bless. We'll have it available next week. It'll be available, the new kit. So this will be a 1-quart. This will come with the free surface, and that's pretty much it. We're going to build a few of these on pre-record, so that way you can go to the website. If you're not sure how to build the frame and all, we'll do it step by step by step. We'll even make a smaller version of it, so that way you can have a better idea. Because usually when I do the larger screen, it's kind of hard to see on the camera. So we'll make a small little version of it and design one for you to do it that way too. Little prototype versions of it. You can see different screens we're going to be developing, make it a lot easier. All right, with that being said, thank you all. Have a good time, and God bless.